What's going on? What's going on, film fam? Welcome to another episode of Let the Film Speak. I am one of your hosts, just one, Chop. Here with my main dog, Willie Jack. Willie Jack, how you living this evening, big dog?
Hey, look, feeling good, feeling great. It's 7 o'clock, and I'm talking about with my dog, man. Hey, one more for the road, man. So feeling good, feeling great, man.
Absolutely, man. One more for the road, and we guarantee to give y'all a great show tonight, man. We got a little bit of news, so we're gonna still keep it football a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk a little bit of news. Got a little bit of news that has happened since we've had the Super Bowl. We're also gonna touch on a few of the free agents, man, that are coming up in this 2024 off season, and then we're gonna take a little bit of a break, and we're gonna end the show with some fun, man. We're gonna have some fun stuff. We'll go through some memories. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna go through a few different things, man. So that's how we kicking off the show tonight. But before we do that, as always, even though it's the last one, it don't matter, man. We got house rules, and it is
as always,
man. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? Become the newest member of the Film Fam. We still Film Fam. I don't know about you, Willie Jack, but the group ain't going nowhere. You know, so we still.
Oh yeah, the community's still here now, baby.
You know, the community's still open now. So if he needs to go somewhere to go talk some football, man, to Let the Film Speak Facebook group is still open, man. So definitely go tap into the group. Like I said, become the newest member of the Film Fam. Holler at your partners, let them know what's going on, bring them on in. And then last but not least, of course, be in the know of what me and Willie Jack got going on. Whenever we got some stuff cooking up, you know we're going to be in the background working on some stuff, man. So you got to know that. You do all those things, I guarantee you, we will not let you down. News. And it's probably the biggest news from after the Super Bowl. We had a firing that was very surprising to a lot of people, man. And Willie Jack, I want to know your thoughts on it, man. Steve Wilks was let go as a defensive coordinator of the San Francisco 49ers after the Super Bowl. Willie Jack, what's your takes on this?
Man, and you know what? I think the timing of it, the way the Super Bowl played out, I think it does. At first blush, I think a lot of people's reaction was like, "Oh man, they scapegoating Steve Wilks for the loss," because like I said and look, hey, somebody took the words out of my mouth. Shout out to my dog Hoppy, man. That's Hoppy on Facebook, man. He beat me to it. Yeah, so it's looked at as a scapegoat move by a lot of people. But the truth is, and honestly, throughout the course of the season, like that defense, now I do feel like that defense didn't quite play to the level they played at last year under DeMeco Ryans. Now, Steve Wilks does have a different style, a different way he likes to employ like his own defenses versus I guess what we saw last year from DeMeco Ryans. Also, it felt like for a lot of this year they didn't get as much just pure pressure just up front from the front four so that they could play as much as much coverage behind. Also, the secondary was an issue for a lot of this year as well. You lose Chops Dog, Tyler You lose.
Oh man, in fashion, that is in great fashion, man. Prime and true fashion. My dog is doing it right, man. That's how you do it.
No, I was trying to in my mind. I was like, man, why I had to try to say his name, man? But you lose Tyler Noah, the last year's All-Pro safety, the young guy. So you lose him pretty early on in this season, and then you do end up having an All-Pro in Darius Ward. But that secondary, for the most part, still was a weak spot. They were trying to be pretty active at the trade deadline. They were heavy in on the Rasul Douglas trade when he hit the market from Green Bay. He goes to Buffalo and turned in a stellar second half of the year with
Absolutely,
Buffalo. Like he really did. So he played his ass off. And so they were also in talks to get some of the other kind of corners that were listed that were possible on the market. Jalen Johnson being another one of those guys who had a breakout year this year. But I really do think, man, that defense didn't quite play as well as even maybe some of the season rankings would have us believe, especially towards that kind of that rougher patch at the end of the year. Specifically, we all remember in the playoffs, it was a terrible playoffs for the Niners, and we could say that even though they played and made it to the Super Bowl, as crazy as it sounds, but a terrible showing for, I want to say, like the last 4, 5, even 6 weeks of the season, and then like I said, but they rebounded nicely in the Super Bowl, of course, with the performance that we saw. So I don't know, man. I don't want to necessarily say it was a scapegoat deal. I don't think he was fired just because we need to shuck some of the blame from not winning the Super Bowl. But seeing the way they responded and played as well as they did, man. If Drake Greenlaw, another thing too, if Drake Greenlaw doesn't get hurt in that game, man, maybe it's a different outcome. It was definitely that was a good turning point for the defense for San Francisco. And so, but yeah, we'll see what happens, man. I'm curious to see where you land on this one.
Yeah, and I'm actually kind of on your side, Willie Jack, because, you remember we started to talk about this towards the end of the season and how the 49ers, they were getting – teams were running down their throats. Like, this wasn't a team that was out up front as we were used to seeing them. Now, of course, they ran into the injury bug, but they still had more than enough pieces to be better against the run. And I think that was more so the difference, Willie Jack, when it came to the head coach, the GM, and Steve Wilks as a DC. Steve Wilks, if people don't know, Steve Wilks is more of a defensive back kind of guy. And that's where the majority of his focus a lot of times went. So even with the defensive, the run defense of the San Francisco 49ers team struggling at times, the back half stayed strong, and that was his strong suit. But I think that kind of clashed with what they wanted the defensive identity to be on this team. And I think that was part of the reason why they decided to go separate ways with Steve Wilks. I don't think it was because they felt like Steve Wilks was a scapegoat, because quite frankly, this team didn't need a scapegoat. Like they weren't bad enough to have to say somebody has to go. This wasn't the Dallas Cowboys where, all right, Mike McCarthy, you better Mike McCarthy gonna be out or somebody else has to go. Like, this wasn't that particular situation. This wasn't a Sean McDermott situation where he had to get the OC out. Or had to get somebody out. This was more of a situation where this team was good, but they are trying to figure out how to get over that hump. So they're not blaming him and not putting the blame on him as a scapegoat. They're more so trying to figure out, all right, who is the better match though? Who is the perfect fit? So that's where I kind of fall in too, Willie Jack, which is a little bit closer to your side of things, just looking at how everything played out.
No, I got you. Then our dog, Brother Red, man, know us the podcast, man. Shout out to our dog, man. He's in the chat. He said there's some poor still. Shanahan and Wilks had some issues. Shanahan wanted them out the booth and calling plays down on the field. And so, and what I hadn't heard that one specifically, but I had saw a graphic that it said, I guess Wilks, like, let's say his last defensive coordinator stint or tenure was with the Carolina Panthers, of course, and then he took over in an interim basis as the head coach. And so in that role, he was a pretty heavy blitzer. And then the graphic or report I saw is that Kyle Shanahan wasn't wanted the defense to be much more conservative, just get pressure with the front four, and then find ways to clamp things down in the passing game with that back seven. And then they've got the personnel to do that, kind of playing into the strengths of guys like Fred Warner and Drake Greenlaw, who are both very rangy and both very adept at underneath pass coverage as far as the linebackers go as well. And so there was some flashes there. They say that even in the Super Bowl, there was a key, I think it was like, I don't know if it was that third or fourth down, one of those plays in which Patty made some magic. But Shanahan ran down, chased down an official, called a timeout because he didn't like the call or the play that was called in by Wilks, because it looked to be like I think it was going to be an aggressive kind of zero blitz to kind of try to force the issue, kind of like we saw Spagnuolo get the employee on the other side of the ball, where Andy Reid kind of let him stay out the mix, let him do his own thing, and then to great effect. Now, who's to know if that play works or not when you're playing Patty, but just things like that where Kyle Shanahan may not like the look that Wilks has put out there and force a timeout and kind of overstep or not even overstep because he's the head coach, but kind of step on his toes a little bit, pull rank, and like, hey, I don't like it, man. I'd rather see something else out there. And so that kind of, if that was the nature of their relationship, then yeah, that couldn't have, I imagine that's not a good enough working environment for Wilks either. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure he doesn't want somebody always kind of stepping on his toes when he's the guy, whose job it is to kind of make this stuff successful.
Yeah, and sometimes there's just differences. It doesn't necessarily have to be a terrible coach to have to get fired. No, there's other reasons you can get fired.
Exactly.
Well. This is the people they work. They got to work us alongside each other. You know what I'm saying? So everything is not all peachy and perfect. Sometimes you just get looking for a better fit. Somebody that can. All right, he was cool. You know what I'm saying? He was solid, especially with what he had to work with. The guy had some talent now.
Yeah.
But hey, sometimes you're just looking for somebody better. So it's not always a scapegoat situation or not always as bad as it kind of seems or people make it out to be. So that's where I'm falling in with that, Willie Jack.
No doubt.
They're falling up in here early, man. They're falling up in here, man.
Yeah, man.
Y'all coming in here showing some love, so we're gonna show some love back. Willie Jack, give me a film check-in real quick, man. Who done fell off in the building?
I know for sure, man. And then I'm gonna have to bounce back and forth between the Facebook and the YouTube crowd. But
I get it. Take your time.
Today, man,
we got time.
What's that?
Take your time. We got time, brother. Take your time.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure, you're right. But yeah, the first one in the door today, man, is our dog, man, Nick Hoppers, man, Hoppy. Checking in on Facebook, man. He said he's sad to see us go, man. But definitely want to tap in, man, for one last ride with your dogs, man. You know we appreciate it. Day one gang Jarrell in this thing as well, man. Hey, he said, hey, so, hey, man. Hey, you know, hey, good things got to cut to the end as well sometime, man. Y'all stay a part of the community, though. Don't forget that part,
Absolutely.
man. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Ma Duke's in the building as well. Good evening, Phil fam. Hate to see it in, but much blessings to the both of y'all. Appreciate your mama. And let's see here. Oh, wifey and sister of the show, Mrs. Boyce is in here as well, of course. And, man, also our dog, man, No Votes is the podcast. My dog, my brother Red, in this building as well. Our dog Miles kind of in this thing as well, man, throwing love. And then, oh, look at that, man. Hey, man, Big Bad Jeff Walker in this building, man. Player from the Himalayas. Appreciate you, big dog. Yes, sir. And then I'm checking again. It's a couple more on Facebook. I'm looking for y'all names. Y'all might have to help me out. Let me see.
Oh, but man.
Man, I think I seen Sierra in here as well. So, Mrs. Scoop, yeah, appreciate you, lady. You know that. And I'm looking for the rest of you. I'm missing 2 more Facebook users. Oh, Donnell D. Jones in the building as well, man. So appreciate the love, homeboy.
Absolutely, man. And if y'all in the building, man, feel free, go ahead and tap in, man. Let us know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do it. You talk to us, we talk bite. You know what I mean? That's how we get down, man. But Willie Jack, let's go ahead and get into the first thing today, man. Before we have a little bit of fun towards the end, man. Let's go ahead and jump into some of these 2024 free agents, man. Some guys that's going to be on this list, some guys that may be available, and they'll be, of course, going to be finding some new homes in terms of what it looks like. Now, some of these guys, things can change. Some teams may re-sign, some may franchise tag. There's a lot of different options that are out here. But Willie Jack, go ahead and lead us into this 2024 free agent list, man.
Yeah, man. So I thought what we do to make it interesting, because some of these guys, I mean, like, of course, I think to make it interesting, let's say all the guys have to have another team. So nobody just we don't get to get like cop out, like, nah, man, they're gonna re-sign. Like, nah, let's make it fun. Let's put all these guys in a new place or a new situation. But you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know how we do, man. Let's make it make sense and make it, you know what I'm saying, make it be a legitimate or a logical kind of fitting or whatever the case.
Absolutely.
So without further ado, man, I think the biggest free agent, or at least in my mind for sure, the top guy on the top of that mountain, the most desirable guy, I think, for 32 teams across this league. Let's go with Big Bad Stone Cold Jones himself, man. And you know what? It's perfect time because Hoppy's in here. He probably don't want to hear this. But Chris Jones, man, stud defense. Let me say it right. Stud defensive lineman from the Kansas City Chiefs. Where does he end up, man? And now this is also, I know he said he wants to come back. Patty's got a lot of money that's about to hit the cap. You know what I'm saying? They up against it. So I'm curious to see how they work that out. But somebody's going to have $30 million for Chris Jones, man. So where's he going, Chop? Let me know what you think.
Woo-wee. Off the bat. That's when you coming with
sir.
it. You coming with it off the bat.
Oh, yeah. You got to start at the top, brother.
If I had to tell the honest to God truth, man, I don't think he's going anywhere. But for the sake of this, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to let you down. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come with something. I think we see him go over to the NFC. Okay. I think we see him going over to the NFC. I think he gets out of the AFC. He comes over to the NFC. And I think a good landing spot for this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Detroit, man. I'm gonna go with Detroit.
Ooh.
The reason being, okay, Detroit, they're already in position to where they've kind of made that step. Okay, they made that step to become one of the teams to be reckoned with over in the NFC. Now we know a lot of where they had problems at was on the defensive end, on the defensive side of the ball. A lot of it was up front. The one guy that was routinely or consistently getting pressure was Aiden Hutchinson. And I know Willie Jack, he done talk so many times about the spin move. You know what I'm saying? He
done added that to his repertoire nicely now.
So he done always talked about that spin move and how good it was and how effective he is, you know, at coming off the edge. What better way to kind of compliment up and coming Aiden Hutchinson going into his third year than put him with a savvy veteran, a stud, like my dog Willie Jack said, you know, inside to also bring the pressure. I think that would kind of help balance out that defense. I think it will also make a lot of people around them better. I think we'll see that defense step and take the next steps, and then we can really start talking about, okay, there's more than just that one way that Detroit Lions can beat you now. It can beat you more than just passing the ball. Now we got somebody on the other side that can really close these games out. And maybe instead of the San Francisco 49ers, making a comeback in that NFC Championship game, maybe we got a guy that gets to the quarterback and closes this games out, and they don't get that chance. So I think the Detroit Lions could be a great landing spot for a guy like Chris Jones, man.
I'll tell you what, I absolutely love that, bruh. I absolutely love that. I really do. And because Chris Jones, like what we've been talking about with Detroit, and not just us, but the pundits, whatever, they keep saying that Aiden Hutchinson needs a bookend, a guy on the other end as far as the end of the line. Well, the thing about Chris Jones is like, yeah, primarily he's gonna play inside, but Chris Jones gets around now. Chris Jones will line up at 7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chris Jones will line up at 5. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, somebody trying to. My brother, no, don't call me at 7 o'clock on Wednesday, boy. Yeah, what's wrong with you, big dog? But yeah, and so, no, I love that fit because, like I said, like Chris Jones is gonna go all up and down that line, and definitely he can only improve the play of Aiden Hutchinson, man, because he's gonna definitely command attention anywhere he's lined up, and so that makes it that much easier. And then, just like you said as well, a very key part of Chris Jones's game, because every player doesn't have this factor. Chris Jones closes games out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is a guy that definitely shows up, like, in those closing moments, in those clutch moments. Like, okay, we got to get stopped right now. Now's the time to get out the field. And Chris Jones, more times than not, is a guy that always seems to make that play, whether directly or indirectly screwing up the play. And so, no, that's a match. Well, I like that. I like what you did there. I see what you're doing right out the gate.
Okay.
I like what you did there.
Absolutely, man. Hey,
you know what? And the Lions got tons of cap space. Lions are going to be like a top 2 or 3 cap space team this offseason as well.
Sam Laporte ain't got to get paid right now.
Hell no.
Jameer Gibbs ain't got to get paid right now. Jameson Williams ain't did enough to get paid
at all.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, is it a guy?
I think he might be still on the low. He might be. Hey. Yeah. So yeah, he's good. Goff's still spending his money. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, they got
Goff still spending Rams money.
for sure. And so no, they got the room to do it. No, I like that. I was gonna say the team I was thinking the Texans. The Texans with that young defense there. You got young Will Anderson, who, like I said, came on strong the second half of the year. The Texans are also a team that's going to have a lot of cap money, a lot of cap space this offseason as well. And they're really looking to kind of bolster and kind of they're looking to build up that defense to match that young explosive offense that we've already seen kind of budding in the works right now. And so Chris Jones could be the perfect guy to come over and be the centerpiece of that Texans defense. Like I say, you get to pair him with a young rusher and Will Anderson. You've got a young cover guy and Derek Stingley as well. That's going to benefit that much more from the additional pressure that Chris Jones is going to create in the middle of maybe their defense. And so I was thinking the Texans, but no, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta give you that one, man. I think that Lions, boy. I don't know how I didn't think of the Lions. Yeah, I mean, I like what you did there.
If you want to, you can continue to take tips from me. You know what I'm saying? You can continue to take. You know what I'm saying? Learn a little lesson here and there. You know what I mean? Who else you got, Willie Jack? I mean, who else you got? What other names you got on this list?
Okay, now let's go ahead and go, man. You know, let's go Captain Kirk, man. Kirk Cousins, like I said, he definitely rejuvenated him. I don't even would go further than rejuvenated. So, man, he forced his respect on a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all out here that didn't want to believe in Captain Kirk, man. I think over these last 4 or 5 years in Minnesota, man, he's proven that he is a guy that can. I mean, I don't want to oversell it, and you know what I'm saying, that say they full-fledged got over the hump, but he's definitely shown himself to be a top 6 to 8 style quarterback in this league, a guy that could put up numbers with the best of them, stay pretty accurate. He generally doesn't turn the ball over too much as well. So a very capable and competent quarterback. And so where does Captain Kirk go, man, if he's getting out of Minnesota? And you know what? I'm so sorry. Wait, really quick, man. Okay. I would be remiss if I didn't let the members talk, man. Our dog Jeff had a suggestion for Chris Jones, man. He said Atlanta, okay, add him to that defensive line. And you know what? I don't mind that as well. I think Atlanta's going to be another team as well. Still, like I said, these young teams that don't have stars on them, they got money to spend. So Atlanta is another place like that as well. And so I could definitely see them bringing them in. That defense has potential for sure down in Atlanta. We saw it run a little hot and cold in spots, but adding a guy like Chris Jones to that Atlanta defensive front, pair them with what they got from Jesse Bates in the back end for sure. So no, I don't mind that at all, Jeff. So let me make sure I shout you out for sure.
Absolutely. I think I'm not. Go ahead.
I keep missing them. Boy, y'all was in there.
They shooting. They shooting tonight, bro. They shooting tonight, dog.
Yeah. No vultures, man. He said Cincy would be a good spot for Chris Jones. And then he also agreed with maybe the Texans as well. But yeah, both look like I said, playoff contenders and should have the cap space. Now going to Cincy, that might ruffle a couple of feathers. You know, since with the whole Burrowhead stuff that was going on a couple years ago, you know what I'm saying, and all that might hit a little close to home. Patty might feel a way about that one if he goes to Cincinnati. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not mad at the fit either. That's another team as well, man. They've got the pieces on offense, and they still need to solidify that defense as well. So I'm not mad at that one either. And then, last but not least, of course, we had to have one, Chop. BP, man. Our dog BP, no boss, no glory. Shout out to the boys and the girls over there. First lady, I got you. And he said the Rams. Man, why y'all didn't want to team up Aaron Donald with Chris Jones? Why? Why do we need to see that? We don't need to see that, BP. You could have kept that one to yourself.
Hey, man. Hey, he just knows where, you know what I'm saying, where he can go and get his shine on and play next to the greatest. You know what I'm saying? He can be number 2. You know what I'm saying? He can come over and be number 2. You know what I'm saying? That's how we rocking.
But but go ahead, talk to me about Kirk Cousins.
You ready for this? You sure?
I didn't catch them comments fast enough.
Are you sure? And I'm kind of contemplating in my head right now whether I really want to go out with a straight bang, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
and start an argument, or if I just want to, take it easy, you know what I'm saying? Because what better situation for Kirk Cousins than to reunite with his old coach, with the guy that coached him back in Washington, you know what I'm saying? Over in San Fran. You know what I'm saying? I think that he would be the perfect person for that San Francisco office. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, Brock Purdy does his thing. He did his thing, you know what I'm saying? And he plays, he does his part, and he does it pretty well for this particular scheme. But Kirk Cousins would take it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Cousins would take it up. And I think that could take that team and instantly become, like, they already Super Bowl contenders, but I would, if Kirk Cousins were the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers in that Super Bowl against the Chiefs, yeah, bro. I know as hard as it would be to go against Pat Mahomes, yeah, man, I think I might have to roll with San Francisco, man. I think that's the quarterback that can actually, take them over the hump. So, hey, I'm choosing violence, bro. I'm choosing violence. I say Kirk Cousins to San Fran. You know what I'm saying? Surprise a few different people. A lot of people won't necessarily see that or agree with that, but hey, that's just something I see, man. Hey, he can reunite and get him that Super Bowl chance or put him in that Super Bowl window, for the next however many years.
I don't know, man. I mean, because Brock Purdy, he's not Kirk Cousins, but he's already kind of in that mold. And one of the knocks about Kirk Cousins has been that he hasn't been able to show up in the biggest moments. And so if we're saying that Brock Purdy kind of fell short on the brightest stage, then I don't know if necessarily Kirk Cousins fixes that problem. And then another thing I would say, now they didn't get done in the Super Bowl, but we haven't really, those come from behind victories that we saw Brock Purdy pull off in the playoffs, coming back from getting dogged out by the Packers and the Lions, both at home, and then being critical and key to those things. Like Brock made those plays. Like, the team didn't carry Brock back in those games. Brock went out and got it and got it done. And those are kind of some of the moments that we've seen Kirk fall a little short in. You know what I'm saying? If those are the ones that still make that we still want to see more. But man, don't forget, they was calling on he was Sunday night Kirk because he couldn't win on Monday Night Football for about 12 years.
Absolutely.
He 1-14 on Monday night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But no, I think if you're to see what they have in Kirk and Brock Purdy and see how far they got, and so if you've got like the highest level of Brock Purdiness would be like Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like if Brock Purdy is climbing the game manager ladder, then Kirk Cousins probably sits at the top of that ladder. So if you're going for final form Brock Purdy, and if that person is Kirk Cousins, then I can see, I can see it, I guess. But
I think the only difference too there is Kirk Cousins has a different level of arm strength to where I think it can really open up more for that offense. It's crazy to say open up for that offense as explosive as they are, but to the true downfield and outside the numbers passing attack that Kirk Cousins can bring to that table, man, let Shanahan work, but man, let Shanahan work with that, boy. Shoot.
yeah,
That's
no,
all.
I can see it. I don't hate it, but I think we could do a little better. I think we
got
do a
you.
little better.
Well, come on with it. Come on. Who you got, though? Who is that step above then?
You know what? Man, and you know what? I was about to say something, then I was like, you know what? I said, you know what? Let me take a half beat. I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to pick between, honestly, I'm trying to pick between. I think there's two teams in the AFC West that need some help at the quarterback position. I'm trying to pick between the Raiders and the Broncos. That's where I'm going. I'm thinking Kirk Cousins paired up with Sean Payton. I think one of the issues, or apparently what came out is one of the issues between Russ and Sean Payton, why they couldn't really mesh, is just like Russ unable to kind of stay on time, stay on schedule, get the ball out as quickly as Sean Payton likes to do, and that's not going to be an issue with Kirk Cousins. So Kirk Cousins is going to be able to, I think, maybe digest and maybe get on the same wavelength with Sean Payton, and be able to like maybe operate more so in a way that he likes the offense to operate. But then I look at the Raiders and I think, well, okay, they've got the new offensive coordinator Lou Getz or whatever the case, so we don't know what we're gonna get there. But you got a couple bright and shiny toys out there now. You still got Devontae out there, you know what I'm saying, still cashing $30 million checks, and when they put the ball in his hands, he's still showing he knows what to do with it. And so you got a very good kind of resurgent year for Jacoby Myers as well when he came over from the Patriots. You've got the young tight end. I can't even think of Buddy's name now as well, but you've got that young tight end.
Mayer.
There you go, Michael Mayer. So you've got
Yeah.
him. We've seen what Kirk was able to do with T.J. Hockenson once he got him from the Lions, was able to kind of turn him up, and so now you've got a young guy there at the position, and maybe we see him grow. And so, you know what? You know what? For that, I think I'll lean Raiders. I like their weapons more. Now the only thing is their offensive line is they've got a lot of free agents right there, and kind of on the right side of that line. I think the center, right guard, and right tackle are all free agents, so they do need to do some patchwork there. But I think I'm sending Kirk to Vegas. Yeah, I'm sending Kirk to Vegas, man, to see what he can get done with Devontae.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
I can see that.
and then of course we got a couple of those members as well. Our dog BP, man, shout out to No Boss No Glory in the building, man. He said send him to Tampa Bay because in the business we call this a segue. Since BP to put it out there, but Baker Mayfield, we'll talk about him next. But Kirk said or BP said he's sending Kirk to Tampa Bay, and then he's got Baker leaving Tampa Bay and heading to New England. Okay, interesting. And so let's go ahead and let I'll make sure I didn't miss any other suggestions. But yeah, let's go ahead and go with Baker Mayfield next, man. Where you think for Baker if he's got to leave Tampa Bay?
So, of course, all three of the players you named so far, I'm gonna put this out there. I would rather see them where they are. I'll just put that out there. I would rather see Cousins in Minnesota. Finish your career out in Minnesota, man. You got a young and up and coming guy that you had already built a relationship with, and Justin Jefferson, man. They can be the perfect 1-2 punch to kind of take you out and just see what the Minnesota Vikings can do in terms of getting around you to help. See if you guys can be a true contender over the next few years. Same with Chris Jones. I as much as I like the Detroit Lions signing, man, stay with the Chiefs, man. Continue to build their legacy. Find a way to get it done. I don't know how they're gonna get it done because they in the situation, boy. But I would love to see that. And then Baker Mayfield, stay in Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is the one that got your groove back. You know what I'm saying? How Kelly got her groove back.
You gotta send them somewhere. You can't send them back, man.
I know. I'm gonna get to it. I'm just saying. I just want to put that out there just as a purpose. Okay. Like, hey, I would rather see him there. But if he's going somewhere, I honestly looking. I think I would want to see Baker get what I want to see. I don't want to. Maybe Baker is a good fit in Washington. Maybe Baker is a good fit in Washington. And the reason why I say that is because I think he has a similar skill set to Sam Howell. I mean, I think Sam Howell maybe have just a touch more in terms of athletic ability and his ability to get out of the pocket.
No, I like that comparison. I made that comparison before myself.
But in terms of just the arm talent of Baker Mayfield, his arm strength, and being able to be in a situation where he has a few more weapons. Of course, he has some in Tampa Bay, but I think Washington could be a good spot. And I think because he's going somewhere else, I think Baker Mayfield is a bridge, man. I think wherever he goes, they're keeping him until they can find their next franchise guy. You know what I'm saying? The guy that they want to carry their franchise for however long. And I think that Washington could be a good spot. Maybe they do draft a quarterback, but they let him sit maybe for a year or so, or maybe for a half a season behind Baker Mayfield. But I think he's a bridge guy. Don't get me wrong. He played well enough to show that he could be a starter in this league. But I don't know if anybody just off of that 1 year is going to get Baker Mayfield and say, this is our guy going forward. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to go to a team where, all right, we don't have a QB. We need a guy that can, sitting here, stand in this spot and be a good guy for our team until we move on. You know what I'm saying? So that's another spot. I thought Atlanta too. I think Atlanta could have been a good spot too. But I'm a roll with Washington, man. Washington, because I think he has similar skill set to Sam Howell, but I think he'll be better than Sam Howell. Sam Howell had a lot of struggles this year. So, but yeah, I go Washington.
No, I like that comparison to with him and Howell as well. And like I said, I think it's one of the comparisons I made when Howell was coming in because they've got similar builds. Both of them probably just a nose over 6 foot, kind of stocky built. You know what I mean? 220. Yeah. Both of them got cannons though.
Yeah,
like, don't get it twisted. Baker got a howitzer.
That's facts.
Baker got a pad. I think maybe it's like his last year or his last good year in Cleveland, but he had the longest air pass in the league recorded that year. Baker put 170 in the air. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about air time, not catch and run. Baker put 170 in the air, man. That's Josh Allen. That's Patty Mahomes. That's a young Matt Stafford. You know what I'm saying? So Baker's got plenty of arm. And so I like the comparison with him and Howell. And honestly, well, I like Howell, man. I like Howell, but I'm not mad at that pick though, man. I'm not mad at that pick. Like I said, they've got some weapons there. They've definitely got to fix that offensive line, which was abysmal. But no, I don't mind that. I don't mind that fit at all. I think, and then actually, what I was gonna say, and who beat me to it? I saw it in here somewhere. Hold on. I thought somebody had beat me to it in here. I wanted to check the comments in case I stepped on somebody's toes. I thought somebody beat me to it, but they didn't. Okay. Bake. You know what? No, you know what? If Kirk's got to leave Minnesota, then yeah, I think Baker in Minnesota because he worked with Kevin O'Connell for a short period of time when he went out to Las Vegas when he was bouncing around those 3-4 teams and went out to last year. Got out there, read the playbook on the plane, got off the plane, and got himself a victory in his first start with LA that year. And so him and Kevin O'Connell are roughly familiar with each other. So he's not completely foreign, I guess, to that scheme or that language out there. And then, of course, they've got weapons. They got the young gun, man. Jetta's out there. They've got another nice young weapon in Jordan Addison already. You've got TJ Hockenson once he gets healthy as well. And so I like the mix of weapons they've got there and with a coach and a scheme and an offense that he's already kind of familiar with. And so I think Baker could be a guy that could slide in nicely in Minnesota. Hold on. And then I thought somebody else had said that as well, but I missed it. Oh, my dog, man, Brother Red No Balls No Go. He said Baker to the Steelers. CEO cooking with our receivers in our backfield.
Yeah, go ahead, Big Bake. Yeah, you all that Big Bake talk. Go ahead, bring them over to the Steelers then.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I tell you right now, he's better than what I got. I will tell you right now,
that's a fact.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate that, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate that. And Baker's a scrappy, scrappy guy. You know what I'm saying? He's familiar with AFC North football and all that good stuff. But I'm holding out for a couple other guys before I would get to Baker. But I don't hate it. Like I said, I've got Kenny Pickett and free agent Mason Rudolph. And so, like I said, my beggars can't necessarily be choosers, man. So I won't knock it at all. Yeah, I definitely won't knock it at all, brother Red. And then let me see. Oh, then Jeff, he also agreed with you, man, as far as with Washington as well. And so, and you know what we didn't even mention as far as with that Washington, with Cliff Kingsbury being their new coach. Well, Baker Mayfield, before he went to Oklahoma and won a Heisman, he played for Cliff Kingsbury in Cliff's offense at Texas Tech. And lit it up pretty good before he got beat out by Patrick Mahomes and then had to leave and walk on to Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? And then went on to win a Heisman, become a number 1 pick. So everything happened as it needed to happen. But yeah, so that'd be interesting as well, man, to see maybe how him and Cliff reunite.
And rightfully so. He lost to one of the best to do it.
Hey, if you gotta lose your job to somebody, lose to Patty. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gotta lose it to somebody, lose it to somebody named Patrick Mahomes. That way we can't give you too much flack for that. Right. Okay. We talked about pass rushers. We talked about the passers. Let's talk about some of these pass catchers, man. There's a couple big names at the receiver market, man. Let's start with T. Higgins, receiver for the Bengals. Where you sitting, T. Higgins?
So it's crazy. I just heard. Okay, never mind. I ain't gonna even go there. I don't even go there to that point. Let's just get into where I think he a great fit at. Okay. So I am one of the people that believe that T. Higgins should continue to be a 2. I like him better as a 2 than I would a 1. Just a guy that can lead it. Now, if Buffalo can hold on to they 1, now this, and I said this too. I don't know how many episodes ago I said this, Willie Jack.
Okay.
With Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, if it just had to be them 2, I would prefer Josh Allen to have somebody that is more explosive. But if you keep Diggs, the perfect person on the other side of that will be T. Higgins. I think that will be perfect on the other side of Stephon Diggs, because now you're not expecting Stephon Diggs to do so much offensively as a pass catcher. And I think that was part of this offense's problem too. Not only did they not have a true balanced attack for a lot of the season. Now, towards the second half of the season, we started to see more of that and start to see how dynamic this offense could really be. But beforehand, not only were they just not as dynamic, but everything was on the shoulders of Stephon Diggs. He was the number 1 receiver, and he was the guy that Josh Allen was looking for pretty much every drop back. You know what I'm saying? So now you bring in a T. Higgins, and then you look at the young guy coming on the scene and Dalton Kincaid. Now you have a plethora of weapons for Josh Allen to sit back and kind of pick and choose from. You know what I'm saying? You got the tall guy that you got to keep somebody over the top of, just off the strength that, hey, you can't have just no one-on-one coverage on T. Higgins. He's earned that respect, like, as far as over the top. Like, you can't just guarantee that your corner is going to be able to lock him up, especially his catch radius and just how tall he is in general. And then you got the technician of Stephon Diggs being able to create separation with his route running, one of the better route runners in the league. I think that's going to be hard to guard for any team if they were able to add T. Higgins on the other side of that. And that's just going to make things more dangerous, especially when they have to go back and see Cincinnati in the playoffs with Burrow and Chase and all those guys. Okay. That could be a great fit, man. Go ahead and bring T. Higgins over there with on the other side of Stephon Diggs, man. I would love to see
that. I'm not mad at that, man. My dog Big Josh, he definitely needs some help, man. So I'm not mad at that, and I like everything you said as far as the pairing. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like how him and Diggs' game could balance each other out, and like you said, still give that a more reliable up the field threat to really kind of stretch the field than what they got for Gabe Davis. I'm not mad at that at all, man. And then this the one where I went with this one, because I'm not mad at what you said as far as T. Higgins being. I think I agree with you. I'd rather him be like an overqualified 2 than possibly like a moderate 1. You know what I mean? Because I don't necessarily, if he's your first option,
you need another first option.
You still need another piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not gonna be able to just fulfill everything that you necessarily want. But I do think there's a team that kind of, because like I said, the team I picked was the Jacksonville Jaguars, because I think that's a team in which they've kind of got like an assortment of guys there. You've got Christian Kirk. who kind of works the middle. You've got Evan Ingram as well, who's a 100-catch tight end. Evan Ingram had the quietest 100 catches we've ever seen this year. Evan Ingram went over 100 catches this year in Jacksonville. I don't know who knows.
I think he only had like 2 or 3 touchdowns, so he didn't have many touchdowns either.
He didn't have many touchdowns, though. Nice, exactly right. And so, but you got Evan Ingram there. You've got Christian Kirk. And then also, man, who's our guy that he actually had a pretty decent kind of bounce back year over in Jacksonville as well. Not Calvin Ridley, because Calvin Ridley showed up like every
Zay Jones?
like every 4 games. Zay Jones actually had a decent year there as well as another accessory piece. And so I would say, okay, maybe T. Higgins to Jacksonville, because I think that's a place where they do a good job of kind of spreading the ball around. So it wouldn't necessarily be that it has to be the T. Higgins show every single Sunday, but then also there's room for him to, if he does have it in him to step up and be a full-fledged one, then there's space for him to grow into that. And then if not, that offense still does a good job of just kind of spreading it around. But I do think they need like a bigger body guy that they could just go to just get a bucket. When Trevor's running around and just kind of scrambling and those little guys are getting beat up, Calvin really can't get off the press. Christian Kirk's getting covered up inside. Zay Jones it can be fine. You know what I mean? Like just a guy that we can just kind of go to and say, you know what I'm saying? He's open when he's covered. One of those type of stereotypical guys. And I think Higgins could be a guy that goes there and see what he can get done. And then also, wait, did T. Higgins play at Clemson? Did he play with Trevor at Clemson? Okay, yeah, boom. And then you got that too.
Yeah, so I like that too, Willie Jack, because really is the type of receiver that needs, I think him carrying the load. Like he has all the tools, but him carrying the load by himself, he needs a little bit of help. And he had some of his better seasons when Julio was still active and still able to do some different things. So having a guy on the other side that's just as dangerous, I think works well, not only for Calvin really, but for Trevor Lawrence too. You know what I'm saying? We've seen good Trevor and bad Trevor. You know, so a lot of times you need a guy like that can really help. And let's not forget Doug Peterson. When we saw him at his best, he had a guy named Alshon Jeffrey, man.
And he did. Another
6'5" receiver built just like T. Higgins, man.
You know, he was probably a little heavier than T. Higgins. Alshon was a big boy. He was probably about 235. He was a big boy, but he was
either way. I think they got a very similar skill set, and I think Doug Peterson can work with a guy like T. Higgins on the outside, opposite of Calvin Ridley, with those other guys still working the middle. So I like that, Willie Jack. I like that one, bro.
Okay. Then I dog Brother Red, man. He had a suggestion for us, man. He said send him to the Colts, pair him up with Michael Pittman, and see what young AR-15 man Anthony Richardson could do with two giants on the outside. Let me see. Oh, and then Higgins would also be a great compliment to Amon-Ra St. Brown and the Lions. I really like that Lions pick. I like that Lions pick, man. J-Mo, man, Jameson Williams, he's a speedster, but the way he's going and what it looks like now, he's always going to be a 3. He's always going to be Martavis Bryant. You know what I mean? Like he's always just going to be the guy that stretches the field, and maybe we hit him. Maybe we hit him twice a game for explosives, and like he could flip the field for us like that. But I don't necessarily know what he's going to do down in and down out. But as far as pairing Amon-Ra St. Brown with T. Higgins on the outside of I guess T would assume the role of like the legitimate X, and he still got Amon-Ra St. Brown being your high volume slot guy that kind of moves the chains more. So I like that pairing as well. I think that Lions pairing is a real good one. Now the only thing I would say with the Colts is that I think T. Higgins is probably more explosive than Michael Pittman, but at the same time, I don't know if you want too much of the same thing. You know what I mean? I don't know if I necessarily want to necessarily double dip there. I saw that happen with Cam Newton in Carolina, where they had Kelvin Benjamin, and then they went out and tried to draft Devin Funchess from Michigan because he was like 6'5" as well. So they wanted like 2 power forwards on the outside, and which sounded good, I guess, because they, you know what I mean, like when you're building a basketball team or whatever the case. But neither one of those guys could really get open at all. And like I said, I mean, and so I don't know. I think sometimes you need guys that more so complement each other. And then another thing as well, honestly, Michael Pittman is another guy that's going to be a free agent as well. I didn't list him here because I think Higgins is probably still the bigger, better name, but he's also a guy that's due to be a free agent. So we'll see what happens with him. And then, matter of fact, man, I'll just give you a couple more, but I'll give you a couple more, man, so we don't run too long. But matter of fact, one more, man. Let's go one of these veterans, man, one of these OGs, man. Mike Evans, man, Mr. 1000. 10 seasons, 9 or 10 seasons straight with 1,000 yards. Had a nice kind of resurgent year this year, man, where he made had some pretty big games and made some big plays on a playoff push, helping Baker revitalize his own career as well. And now he's up to be a free agent, man. Where do you see Mike Evans?
Go to Baltimore. Go to Baltimore, man. Go on over to Baltimore. Odell Beckham's getting ready to be out of there. Yep. You still got your young guys over there getting ready to cook. I think that Zay Flowers, we know what type of skills that he brings. Now let's go get the tall guy on the outside that still got a little bit left in the tank. You know what I'm saying? To go up and get it and get you some touchdowns. Let's go get you 1,000 yards and about 10 touchdowns over there with Lamar Jackson. I think that offers a different dynamic to this particular offense, and I think this is somebody else that can be exactly what you need over there in Baltimore. You know, I think it just brings the perfect match to what Zay Flowers brings, and then Mike Evans on the outside also adds a veteran presence to this young receiver room. So not only can he be make an immediate impact, he can also help out some of those younger guys too, man. So I give me Mike Evans to Baltimore, man. Mike Evans to Baltimore, I think they could be a good fit for him and a good fit for Lamar too.
No, and this is the one for me, and my dog Hoppy's in there as well, man. He beat me to it. I like this one I like Mike Evans to the Chiefs. I think this is one that makes sense, man. You got Mike Evans, like I said, he's a guy. Here's the thing as well. He's always been uber productive, and he's never really been a guy that. Hey, Chopper, you froze?
Not no more.
Okay, there we go.
No more. You can't hold me down for long, baby.
Set that still. Chop ain't never set that still. But no. So you got Mike Evans, who's always productive, consummate pro. And the thing about Mike Evans as well, he's never been a guy that's kind of chased top of the market money. And so and he had it well within his rights at a certain time and point as well to be one of those guys that kind of goes and break the bank as far as resetting the market when his time came up. He would have had the numbers and the leverage to do so. And so we know the Chiefs are a team that's habitually kind of cash strapped. And then the thing about Mike Evans as well, he's nearing the end. You know what I mean? He's got more yesterdays than he does tomorrows. Now he has already been a champion with Tom, and I think he's still a guy that I don't necessarily know if he's a Hall of Famer. Like, I think he's still one of those guys that's kind of more so Hall of extremely good than maybe Hall of Fame. But finishing up his career, you know what I'm saying, a nice manageable 2-3 year deal, you know what I'm saying, 2 year deal in Kansas City, 3 year deal in Kansas City, and try to get in on the back end of this run that they're having as Kelsey closes out his career as well. And like I said, they're desperate and starved for just somebody reliable on the outside. You got the young Rashee Rice, who kind of really came on the second half of the season. Like I said, you still got Kelsey, but they're dying to have just somebody on the outside, a veteran that's dependable. And I think Mike Evans can give you that. He's still a guy that still stretches the field. Like I said, we as evidenced by what we just saw with the connection for him and Baker Mayfield. And so I think that one's the fit for me. And I know that makes my dog Hoppy happy as well, man. He was also looking for that one as well. And then, Brother Red as well, man. Shout out to Novo to the podcast, man. He also likes Mike Evans to the Chiefs as well. And so, I think that could be one that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people like it that way. I think that one was probably be the more chalk. I'm just struggling.
No, that's true.
I'm struggling to figure out how Chiefs gonna make all these things work, man. They got a lot of pieces they need answers for, and it's one of those things where it's like, dang, we got so much to worry about.
Yeah, no, they do. They do.
Time do you have to really pursue a Mike Evans? You know what I'm saying? Now, it's going to be a great landing spot for Mike Evans because that's an instant Super Bowl contender. You know what I'm saying? Team.
Oh, yeah.
Pat Mahomes is the quarterback. You know, but at the same time, why would you want to go get Mike Evans when you got Valdez Scantling? I'm just saying.
Hey, well, I tell you what, man. Valdez Scantling, man, that boy, he didn't put, man, arm, he wasn't even armed. That was just flat out just robbery, boy. I don't know what they paid him, but boy, hey, look. Hey, who is that? That's got to be Hoppy talking about playoff MVS.
Yeah,
hey, I tell you what, man, those 2 catches a playoff game, they was clutch though. The 2 clutch catches in that Bills game, the clutch catch in that Super Bowl as well. So yeah, when he strikes, he did make them count.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no. But and you know what, man? I think I think what's it? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. I think that's probably best. That's probably enough. Like I said, we almost an hour in, man. So yeah, we probably an hour in. So that's probably a good place to cut it on off.
All right, cool, man. We'll cut that short there, man, with the free agent talk, man. Of course, there's a lot of other free agents out there. You know, we probably will be shooting a bunch of stuff out there in the Facebook group, so stay tuned. Also, don't go nowhere. We got some stuff to get to when we come back on the other side of the show, man. We just got a quick little break. Like I said, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Quick little break. We're going to come back. We're going to have a little bit of fun, man. We're going to have a little bit of fun, talk about some old stuff, man. We're going to bring back some memories, man. So y'all stay tuned. We coming right back.
Yeah.
Episode of Let the Film Speak, hosted by the wonderfully handsome and intelligent brothers of Let the Film Speak. That's Chop and your main man, Willie Jack. You feel me? Also brought to you by the Three Amigos. Y'all know them and you love them, man. That's the Three Amigos. That's like, that's share, that's subscribe, that's three the hard way, that's the 3-piece spicy. You cannot go wrong. Now, I say the same thing every week, so y'all can say that at home with me. I know y'all ready for it. Here we go. It's Three Amigos, but it's 4 parts to this process, big dog. First, you just got to tap in. Like my dog said, man, come in, tap in. Just say what's up, man. Just holler. Hey, what's up, Three Amigos, man? Like, share, subscribe. Hey, Chop, man. Willie, man, what's going on, man? It's cool. I sit on the couch. For sure. Y'all got something cold to drink? Oh, man, my man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, man, I'm a Broncos fan. That's all you got to do. That's it. That's easy. And Chop, come in, sit down, get comfortable, get a cool adult beverage, and let us know who you ride with, big dog. Then tell a friend. Like, man, that's a nice feeling here, ain't it? Man, it's cool, man. My homeboy was out. He was down. Man, it's cool. I can tell a friend. Tell a friend, man. And you know what? Even better than that, you can tell your friend to tell a friend. Guess what? There's more. You can tell your friend to bring his partner too. Bring one more because we need 4, man. Bring them up into the penthouse. Tap in with your dogs, man. Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. You know we don't wear no watches. We ain't got nowhere else to be but in here kicking football flavor with the fam. And now back to the regularly scheduled program. All right.
All right, man. Y'all heard my dog, man. Y'all heard what he said, man. Back to the regularly scheduled program. Y'all need to like, y'all need to share, y'all need to subscribe, do everything. Everything my dog Willie Jack said, y'all need to do. All right. But now, of course, if a lot of y'all do not know, this is the last Let the Film Speak episode, man. So what we wanted to do on this show was not only talk a little bit of football. So of course we're gonna bring you out a football talk. That's just what we do. That's natural. It won't stop. You know what I'm saying? Even if it ain't on here, it won't stop. You know. But we also want to kind of touch base on a few things that that happened over the years, man. And it's crazy because me and Willie Jack was just talking yesterday, man, and we were talking like, dang, we thought we were coming up on 3 years, but in reality, man, our first episode was back in 2020, man. We in 2024 now. You know what I'm saying? So we're really coming up on 4 years as of right now in terms of the time we put in, man, the efforts, you know what I'm saying, week in and week out. And at the end of the day, man, this is something we love to do. We love to do, like we first started off saying, this is something we've done just on the phone regularly, you know what I'm saying? And spend hours doing it, you know, man, going back and forth, arguing over stuff. And some episodes, you saw us go back and forth. That's just the name of the game, you know what I'm saying? We get heated, we both passionate, we love what we do, you know what I'm saying? We believe in what we do, so that's part of the game. But I want to go back. With that said, I want to go back to how it started, man. And I'm gonna go back, and I just picked a random clip, Willie Jack. I'm gonna go back and pick a random clip from when we first started, man. The very first episode, June 7th. 2020, fresh out. Well, not out because we were in the middle of the pandemic, man. This is when we were all locked
down.
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
That's
in
premium pandemic. That's prime time pandemic, boy.
Hey, prime time pandemic for sure. I'm gonna go back to the very first episode. I'm gonna play a short clip, man, and then me and Willie Jack, we can kind of talk about it. Excuse the platform or the way it's gonna look on here, but hey, man, I'm gonna go ahead and play it for y'all anyway, man. So here y'all go.
Come on with it.
Like a superstar running back. But I think them two, and as a committee, I think they are very solid. And I say the 49ers, with
of course, you got to.
And Tevin Coleman. Now I know Breida is gone now, but I think with Coleman and Mostert, I think they are good team. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the scheme that Shanahan be coming up with. Them guys, you pound them guys all day. Like he threw the ball 8 times against Green Bay, and they won that game. Shit. If anytime you can throw the ball eight times and dominate a game and blow the other team out, You got a good running game, bro. But that goes with the offensive line, the play calling, all that too. But I think they got a solid committee.
No, that's a good point. Is that all the stats or who's?
We didn't do the
receivers.
Let's go to receivers.
Yeah.
So
Hey, hold on, man. I ain't know you gonna have both our faces cut off, dog.
That's what I'm saying, Willie Jack. That's what I'm saying. This is where we started. I wanted to give everybody a true depiction of how it started, man. It was just crazy, the formatting, trying to get everything changed over, man. That's just what it was, from the very beginning, But you can see, I'm sitting outside, Willie Jack sitting, what I'm saying, in his crib. He got the headphones over the hat, what I'm saying. It was just It was the very beginning, man. That was back in. Matter of fact, Nick, I think you part of the Gridiron group, man. That was the Gridiron group live right there that we did, and we were just talking some different things, man. So I feel like that was just a video I wanted to show. And also, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, man, that it was a little bit of a sneak peek of me trying to tell y'all that these was the Mud machines back in 2020. You know what I'm saying? They passes and them boys was doing their thing. I tried to lead, like my dog Willie Jack says. He tried to lead you to the water.
Lead you to the water. All you can do is lead you to the water sometime.
You know what I'm saying? So there was just a little bit of that, man. Just in terms of how far we've come with this, and the settings and all those different things, man. And it's just a little bit of appreciation. Willie Jack, what was your initial thoughts, man, when just kind of hearing that and just, I know you couldn't see everything, the best view, but what's your thoughts?
But honestly, bro, I was trying, as soon as we started talking, I was trying to pick up on what we've been debating about almost 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And so damn, okay, what was going on back then? Okay, and then Mostert was still with the Niners back then when he was I guess first kind of starting to burst out a little bit, or finally found some success. And so man, it's still just crazy to think about, man. Oh man, so long ago, boy, how it just happened on. Matter of fact, if I remember right, we were in the Gridiron Talks, I think, chat, and we were just chatting back and forth, going back and forth like we do. And then I think it was Chop. Chop was like, "Hey man, you know what, man? When we go live and just hang out." So I was like, "Bet," you know what I'm saying? Bet. And then boom, did that. And then honestly, man, I do remember we got pretty good. We got pretty a pretty good. What's the word I'm looking for? Man? Response. Man, we got pretty good response. And people tuned in, and you know what I'm saying, chose sides and boom, boom, boom. And so man. Then we had so much fun doing it. And then just like my dog Chop said, y'all don't know, man. If y'all don't know, and I know we said, but y'all just don't understand. When I tell you that me and Chop have had routine 3-hour conversations on the phone talking about football, debate, arguing about football, you know what I'm saying? It's real. So so we would always just do that anyway. And then man, just the way serendipity, is that what they call that? You know what I'm saying? Just the way things happen. We get on there, man, have fun doing it. Like I said, we got a good response. And then it was like, you know what, man, let's go ahead and just run with it. And then boom, before you know it, man, Let the Film Speak was born. And here we are, man, almost 4 years later. So that's crazy how it happens.
Absolutely, Willie Jack. Absolutely. I'm definitely with you there, man. There are things on the last, I would say within the last year on our episodes, man, that we've kind of brought up, you know what I'm saying, that we've been arguing about for probably 8 to 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Things that I remember that I remember Willie said a while ago, hey man, I ain't gonna let you forget, brother, you said this and this and that, you know what I'm saying? Or Willie calling me out yeah, bro, remember you said this? Yeah, got you now, you know what I mean? So it's just always been that thing with us, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's been fun, man. It's been a long ride. And speaking of fun, I went to put together a little bit of a blooper reel for us, Willie Jack. You know what I'm saying? A blooper reel. On this blooper reel, man, you're gonna see a few different things, man. You might find some maybe a few pause moments, some name, not necessarily name. I don't know what you would call it. I'm just gonna play the video, man. Here we go.
Free balling, man, getting dubs and stuff. Free balling, getting dubs and stuff, man.
Free balling, baby.
if I'm AJ Brown, I'm licking my lips. I'm salivating at the mouth. I can't wait to get to Washington so I can go crazy, man. 10 for 150 and 2 touchdowns. Now you can book it.
Hey, just don't lick your lips and salivate while you next to me. I'm gonna say, just don't do all that while you next to me. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
The running back, Dari Ogun, but what? Ogun, D.O. Somebody help me. The kicker gets injured. So the ball effectively. And then on the Bears side, Trevor Bajan. I think I called him Tyler. I didn't call him Taylor. I called him Timothy. I called him everything but his proper name. I ended up looking it up.
T-Bajan.
T-Bag. Hey, T-Bag.
We can give him the touches, man. He'll hammer us 3.5 yards in a cloud of dust, man. He's one of those type of guys. And then, man, he can pop one, man, if he gets the opportunity.
Pause.
Oh, damn. Oh, hey, yo. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that was wild, man. Yeah, damn. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was.
Don't worry about it. Just keep on going, bro.
Oh, man, it was terrible. Looks light years better at any point that it looked last year in these 2 weeks behind a guy named Pikachu and a guy named Tutu, with Matt Stafford finding a way to get both those guys the ball their paws. You know what I'm saying? With Matthew Stafford finding a way to get both those guys involved. Oh, man.
See, after you came there hard, Willie Jack, that makes me not want to get.
God, dog. Whoa. I was trying to hold it in, and you stepped right back.
Come on, dog.
You stepped right back, man. That was flagrant. But that's a flagrant foul, man. That's a technical. Man, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Let's go ahead, move past that one.
Okay. All right, let's rewind.
Hey, man.
Hey, dog.
Hey, those were wild, man.
Hey, wow, boy. I was like, boy, that boy Willie a wild boy, dog. Hey, but those are just some of the things, man. When you just, hey, time flies when you're having fun, Willie Jack.
For sure.
Fun, man, trying to go through some of these things and talk about some of these guys and football players and so on and so forth, man. So that's been cool. Okay, got a couple other videos, man. And I've been debating whether I want to do the other two, Willie Jack, because the quality is so messed up.
Got you.
I do think it's a little funny, man. So I'll let you call it. You think I should do it, man, or you think I should pull one of them up on our YouTube spot, man?
Hey, man, just like it's the last one, man. Ain't no taking none of these bullets home. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, fire at will, big dog. Fire at will. All right. So the next one, I think this is one of the ones. This is one of the ones I got from Willie Jack, man. And it goes to show you kind of how, you know what I'm saying, how we did our. I don't know if this was like the wrap up or like the or like our little break in the show. We used to do them manually. Man, yeah, them bad boys was live fire, boy, just on the spot. For sure, man. Let me go ahead and play this one real quick for you, Willie Jack. I think this is the one you sent over my way. All right.
To come on down to Let the Film Speak every Wednesday at 7 o'clock to get your head busted on some of this football knowledge that you ain't know about, or some of this stuff you might have knew about, but you ain't heard it like us, so you need to come here anyway. And then also, one more time, man, I want to say this, man, before we go too far. Shout out to my dog Chop, man. My dog Chop, the boy that turned 47, man. He looked good as hell for his age, but you ain't never seen nobody.
You made me drop my phone for a minute. Hold on, bro. Hey. My dog,
you thought it'd be a touching moment, didn't you?
Hey, it was only been a couple hours. I went from 40 to 47. Jeez.
Hey, well, your age is like spoiled milk. You understand me? Hey, but nah, man, shout out to my dog Chop on his birthday, man. What better way to bring it in, Chops, you know what I'm saying? What better way to
So one of those, man. One of those, my dog I always gotta appreciate the birthday wishes.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I had to throw a little jab at you, big dog. But hey, man, it was my dog's birthday, man. He was sitting here celebrating with the fam, man. On Let the Film Speak on a Wednesday night, man. So hey, man, appreciate my dog's dedication for sure.
Hey, how long we been doing this? I don't think I had nothing else to do. We was in the middle.
Hey, it was long to be the pandemic. Matter of fact,
I couldn't do nothing anyway. You know what I'm saying? I was at the crib. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that went. Got another one here I want to play for y'all, man. It's now this one was one of the ones we was like a little bit more rare form, man, in terms of just how me and Willie Jack get, man. We just get to talking trash, getting silly, man,
For sure.
Just saying whatever, man. All different types of scenarios, man. Here you go.
Agreed on one, and then so what we gonna close it out with Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun.
Deshaun, yeah.
So look, check this out, man. Check this out. So I would love, and it's just what I want. I know it's not necessarily, something that may happen.
Hold on, real quick before you start. You just got one team that this is the team you're gonna make a pitch for, or did you put together a few to talk about? I put together like 3.
No, I'm gonna make my pitch for my team, but then I got a couple options, realistic.
Okay,
options,
I got you.
Okay, a couple more realistic options. So check this out. I really would love for him to come to us. Come on over to the Rams, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's the scene is set. It's already set. Just think about it, bro. It's just like you looking at a bad chick. You know what I'm saying? She looking at you. You know you gonna get that number once you go on over there. You just gotta go on over there. You know what I'm saying? She already by herself. She giving you the invite eyes. So you just go on over there and you make it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do. Deshaun Watson, you see her over there. She bad. With the blue and gold, baby. Come on over and check us out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
But she got no ass.
Hey, no, that's true. Because y'all ain't got no capital to go get them, though.
Hey, man.
Hey, hold on. Let me tell you why that aged so bad. Because you got Deshaun, Mr. Feel Good. You got Mr. Rubbing Tub over and making eyes with somebody wife in Los Angeles. Hey, man.
Hey, dog. So, listen, bro. The crazy part is, bro, I don't know if you heard the last part, but Miles, shout out to my dog Miles and Prospect Decision Paint, man. Miles put in the group. I thought I went through that whole monologue of how, like, oh man, you see that bad chick, man, and you know what I'm saying? She giving you the eyes and all that type of stuff. But she ain't got no ass. I was like, dawg, this is classic, man. I wish you could see the comment how it popped up, because when Miles sent it, bro, it was perfect timing, dog.
Hey, and knowing Miles, bro, hey, I can imagine for sure.
Oh, man, I swear, dog. I swear. So, hey, that was some of the things that we did, man. Some of the things that we did. Okay, Willie Jack. I think it's about time we play a game of remember when you said.
Okay. Oh Lord.
Okay. We're gonna play this game called Remember When You Said. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play some things. We're gonna play a couple videos, man. Be a both of us, both of us saying some crazy stuff, over the years. You know what I mean? But that happens. You know what I'm saying? Things happen, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's about time we play this game, man. We play some of the videos that we had. So let me share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen for this one because I want everybody to get a chance to see what's going on here. What we got? All right, share my screen. I'm gonna do my entire screen, and I'm gonna do share system audio. Give me 1 second, Willie Jack. Okay, here. How well can you see that, Willie Jack?
Oh, no, I can see it fine. I muted myself so I don't play in the background. Yeah.
There you go. Perfect, Willie Jack. I'm gonna play this video real quick, and I want y'all to just take a listen real quick and play this game called Remember When You Said. All right, let's play it.
Here's where it gets a little spicy for your boy, because I already told y'all that the San Francisco 49ers don't make the 2023 NFL playoffs. So my number 7 spot is not for the San Francisco 49ers. My number 7 spot is for Magic Johnson's Washington football team, led by Sam Howell and Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy gives Magic Johnson's football team to the playoffs in his first year, and Sam Howell is going to look like you know what he's doing out there, man. Sam Howell's going to be back there. I think before the season's over, man, Sam Howell is going to round into a pretty solid quarterback.
Now let's just pause it right there.
Hey.
Can y'all hear it? Was the sound good? Can everybody hear what was going on?
Hey, wait, and you know what? And you know what's crazy, bro? Like, this season, as the season started, like I really became a fan of Sam Howell. But yeah. I completely forgot that I was feeling like that, going into the season, as far as like feeling so strongly about Sam Howell, because then like when I got to watching them in spurts and some of the flashes, like I really did get on board with Sam Howell. It's like, you know what, man, hey, it's some stuff in Sam Howell I like, but we can keep this around and work with it. But I forgot that I was going so hard for him at the beginning of the season. Hey, shout out to Day One Game Jarrell, man. He said that didn't age, but hey, not at all. Not at all. Yeah. I thought Brock Purdy was more so flash in the pan. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think Lightning was gonna strike twice. I thought, you know, okay, 6 games at the end of the season, you know what I'm saying? Now it's a full season. Everybody knows who the kid is. I was thinking like that, but now he came out there and proved me wrong, man. He proved me wrong for sure. But
hey, yeah. That's a part of the game, man. That's a part of the game, Willie Jack.
No doubt.
And you ain't the only one. Your boy done did it too, man. So I got one for me too, dog.
For sure.
Here we go. This one's fresh in everybody's mind. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's part of the game, Willie Jack. That's part of the game. So here we go. Here we go.
Here
we go.
Chris Jones and Travis Kelce, maybe they're 11 wins, and then as competitive as this AFC is, 11 wins got them the 7th seed.
Okay. Well, Willie Jack, for all those reasons are the reasons why Chiefs ain't making the playoffs on my end.
Whoa!
Chiefs ain't making it.
You big man, Patty Holloway out there, bro? Patty,
yeah, they out.
Playoffs?
Yeah, they out.
He's only been to every AFC championship game that he's been a starter. Now he's not even gonna make the playoffs.
Listen, man. Listen. And this is why I want to. This is why I want to bring people down to earth just a little bit, okay? Because first and foremost, hey, dog, I ain't bringing nobody down to earth. And here's the part that got me when I watched it, bro. I was so confident, bro. You see how
you was?
Oh man, sure. It ain't happening. And that boy was so confident.
You was, bro. I was taken aback. I was like, damn, not even make it? Not even make it to the dance? Golly, yeah, you weren't playing around.
And not only did they make it.
Yeah, not only did they get there, yeah, they got real comfortable.
Real comfortable. Super comfortable.
They got real comfortable.
Them boys scoring touchdowns. Them boys scoring touchdowns. All right, man. So there's a little game of remember when you see it.
No doubt.
Play from.
Hey, we both were so low on the 2 teams that played each other in the Super Bowl. I didn't have the Niners in the playoffs. You didn't have the Chiefs in the playoffs, and those are the 2 teams that made it to the Super Bowl. That's crazy.
I ain't even put that together, bro.
Look, hey, it just hit me right now. Like, damn, like I was low. I said the Chiefs. You said yeah, and those, boy, talk about the furthest we could have been from right, bro. That's crazy.
I think the football guys was telling both of us at the same time, "Hey, bro,
y'all tripping?
Yeah, y'all equally is wrong. We both got each team that's in the Super Bowl not making the playoffs.
For sure, that's crazy.
Out y'all mind.
For sure, that's crazy. Golly. And
hey,
those
man,
are the teams that made it. That's wild.
Hey, what's the last episode? So we got to give them the secret, man, and just let them know we just got to keep it spicy. You know what I'm saying? Keep y'all on your toes. Yeah. That's all it was.
Make sure y'all paying attention.
Yeah, because if you was paying attention, we playing that. We playing both of them. By saying that, we knew those was the 2 teams was gonna play each in the Super Bowl. We just did a reverse psychology on y'all.
Yeah, because see, we get a copy of the script, which y'all didn't know. See, we got a copy of the script, the NFL script. We already knew. We had a copy of the script, so we had a little fun with it. That's all it was.
That's it. We just had a little fun with it. You know what I'm saying? So you boys had to, get it from us like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. That's how it goes. All right, Willie Jack, man, I got one last question for you, man. One last question
sir.
before we sign on out of this thing, man. And I want to know, man, what was your most memorable moment throughout our almost 4 years, man? Throughout our 4 years, and this was just a question on the spot, Willie Jack. I ain't got my answer yet either, but I want to know what was one of your most memorable moments, man. You know, something that just pops out to you.
Man, dang, okay. You know what, man?
It don't have to be one moment. It can be just a thing. It can be
I got you for sure. I definitely remember some of our debates, man. When we used to do the old all-time rankings, you know what I'm saying, debating some of that.
Yeah.
I remember man, the draft show. Man, I was heartbroken when we didn't take Landon Dickinson and we took Najee Harris. I was hurt for real. I was blue, man. But man, I don't know, man. Tons of good times, man. And you know what? Shout out to No Votes, the podcast, and Brother Red as well, man. I remember he invited us on his pod, man. We recorded an episode with Brother Red and No Votes, the podcast as well, man. So that was definitely something different, man. Just a cool experience as well. Man, dog. Man, I don't know, man. It's been some good ones, man. The first time we went live together, I think when I went to St. Louis at your crib, you know what I'm saying? Like, the first time.
Was it the first time we was together, or was it the first time the Super Bowl? The first time, or it was here.
Ooh,
I think you came after the Super Bowl.
Did I?
I think so, bro.
Oh no, you right. You right. Yeah, y'all came down to my crib. Yeah, no, you okay? Yeah, no. And you know what's crazy? In my mind, that's the setup I seen. But I put myself at your house. No, it was my crib. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you came down here before, though. You did come down here, and then we did one in New Orleans.
Yeah, and then we did one in New Orleans as well. But just like you said, that first one, man, like with the whole little setup, family and everybody in the background. You know what I'm saying? We was having a Super Bowl party, trying to, you know what I'm saying, get everything together. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, fun, yeah, that one as well, man, for sure.
Yeah, I had to say some of my memories, man. Of course, the debates. You know what I'm saying, that we've had kind of going back and forth. You know, we always remember those. I doubt if Willie Jack ever forgets those, because let something happen where his debate on his side comes true. That boy gonna be calling me or sending me messages instantly. You know what I'm saying? So we got those. The fun things, man, when we was just like letting loose and being ourselves. You know what I'm saying, and just, you know, whatever come to the top of my head, just freestyling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Those were fun. Like some of the ones that one of the ones that I played. Willie Jack, I know you got a bunch of them, man. You got a bunch of nicknames that you gave people. You know, so it was a lot. It was one I just had that you came up with, or that you said, man. But with the double down Dan, let me see. I got a bunch of stuff, man, that I wrote down, man. I already showed the video. Zach Wilson free balling. You know what I'm saying? Cats like that. You know what I'm saying? When we went in on the Panthers owner, man, for throwing Hennessy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like just in the rare moments, man, we just, you know what I'm saying, just freestyling, going, just saying whatever come to our head, man, just being silly, man. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of those really kind of stood out to me, man, in terms of our time, man. And it was fun, bro. It was fun.
No doubt. And you know what, man? And Day One Game, shout out to Day One Game, Jarrell, man, because he brought up a good one. And this is exactly what I was thinking about, the regression debate. Remember, we went back and forth over Justin Fields and Matt Ryan on draft night and talk about whether or not he regressed or not. Cause that was a good one, and that was draft night. Yeah, man. Yeah, hey, that was a good one. Yeah, also, the night we didn't take Landon Dickinson. Damn it.
Right back to that one.
I know.
Right back to the Landon Dickinson.
Bad, dog. But yeah, hey, man, that regression debate with Matt Ryan, man, for sure.
Yeah, and then
Day One Game Jarrell got some of them nicknames in. He got some of them, yeah, man. Who's your mama?
Who's your mama?
Yeah, man. Pikachu. Yeah, man. For sure.
Tag your mama. That's what it was.
Shout out to the classic sayings. Yeah, no doubt.
Oh boy. Oh, matter of fact, where's the one? I just had one. I think I might want to play this one, Willie J, before we get out of
Do
here.
your thing. Do your thing.
Man, you had one where you man. Oh, yeah, I might have to play that one, man. Play that one, but yeah, you definitely had some classic sayings. The week 14, going back to the week 14 recap. The week 14 recap where you was talking about let me see. Let me go to 141. I gotta mark everything, Willie. 141. No, that was 150. 150, man, where you was talking about the Denver Broncos coming off of you know what I'm saying? You talking about how they got blew out and everything, but then they came back and put it on some team or whatever, man. So you had that one, and it was cool. It was cool.
Okay.
And I don't know where you be coming up with this stuff at, Willie Jack. I have no idea, bro. But I was cracking up when you said it, bro.
Put up a video
Let me see this.
in which it kind of like KT runs to the line, he glances and does this, but then he looks right back. It wasn't a real check with the ref, honestly. It really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, huh, and then he just lines up. But yeah, no real check with the ref. And
And Zach agrees with everything you said. I wish you'd have heard everything. Broncos win that game on the road, 24-7. They take care of business. What was your take on that one?
Just like you said, man, the Broncos defense, I'm telling you, 70 points might have been the best thing happened to that Broncos defense. I'm never going to let them forget it because you can't get 70 ball in professional football. Y'all professionals. You know what I'm saying? That's never going to go away. But that might have been just the right size foot they needed in their ass, boy, because they'd have really picked it up since that point.
Right size foot? What? The right size foot that they needed in their ass?
Sometimes
I never know where Willie Jack is coming from with this stuff, man. I never know. I don't know where you come from with this stuff, dog.
Hey, dog, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just be talking in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, and really, what be happening is like sometimes, like when we just get to talking and going back and forth, it's just like I'm just talking to you, so like I might slip and cuss. So you know what I'm saying? And so I just get to just talking. And I can't even lie to you, bro. It just get to just talking, bro. That shit just come on out. Yeah, man. Hey, that's a fact. Hey, matter of fact, shout out to Day One Game Jarrell, man. Hey, cause I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, we was good for a good campaign, man. Hey, free Pollard, Gino didn't write back, Big Bake. Hey, we was good for a good campaign now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we got a couple boys paid, man, too, man. We had hey, pay that man. Who we get paid, man? We trying to we got somebody paid, man. Matter of fact, we need a piece of that too.
We probably got a few of them paid, man. We got a few of them paid. And just do 3.5, almost 4 years, man. It's a lot of stuff that's out there, a lot of content, man. So this made me think that I just maybe want to go back, find some more stuff, man, because it's gems. There's some gems out there, but y'all go through it, man, and I can play back some of this stuff, especially a lot of the just the funny, genuine moments, man. It's been a lot of that though, for sure. A lot of that, bro.
Yeah, nah, for sure, dog. Man, hey, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But yeah.
Oh, yes. And Shauna came in here, wifey came in, she said, didn't he say someone pissed in his cereal? He definitely said that. He definitely said, man, but somebody pissed in his cereal.
Hey, look, and you know what's crazy? Bro, Tom, every now and again, Tom called me and just randomly, like, before he got the phone, like, and oh yeah, don't let nobody piss in your cereal. Then he just like hang up real fast, bro. Like Tom still be saying that to me, bro. I can't even remember who he was talking about, but somebody must have been pissed off. And something happened. Somebody was upset.
Somebody must have pissed in his cereal, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I'm trying to think. I wonder if it was with the episode where what's his name? Lattimore and Mike Evans got into it. But
that would make sense.
That would make I don't know.
Sense. And then man, speak of the devil, man. Speaking of the devil, who just popped up, man? Our dog, Terrible Time Walker, man. Bring them Texans back to the Super Bowl, man. Hey, we appreciate you making it home, boy. Appreciate you tapping in for sure. I just told Chop. I said every now and again, Ty called me on the phone. Then randomly, he just be like, "Man, hey, hope everybody didn't piss in your cereal today or something." Yeah, but he won't let me forget it.
He won't let you forget it, man.
For
Let
sure.
you forget it. Or you definitely can't forget what tickles your fancy. I was like, yeah, dog. I don't know, dog.
hey, man. Sometimes it be like that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with a good tickle fancy, bro. Hey, man.
Hey, bro. What, bro? We go. Hey, I think that might be it, y'all.
Hey, come on, man.
It, man. We want to see.
Hey, for real. Yeah. Hey, and you know what, man? And you know what, man? But before we get out of here, man, it wouldn't be. It would only be right, or it wouldn't
Absolutely.
be right, man. We got to do some thank yous, man. So, man, got tons of y'all was in the chat, man, in the live tonight, man, on Facebook, on YouTube, man. I know Day One Gang Jarrell was in this thing, man. Day One Gang Jarrell, man, we calling that because he been here from the gate, man, from the jump, man. That's our dog, man. Day One Gang Jarrell for sure. Appreciate you, homeboy. And then everybody else, man. A lot of y'all in the Day One Gang, man, the film fam. We know what's going on, man. Our dog, Terrible Time. No balls, no glory in the building, man, holding us down, man. Tune into them boys as well on YouTube on Thursday nights. You know what I'm saying? They get real busy in there. Man, my dog, Brother Red, was in this thing, man. Shout out to No Vultures, the podcast, man. Tap in with my dog, man. I tell y'all, hey, it's an eclectic, wide range of topics over there. Everything from he's big in the music, man, specifically hip-hop. He covers a wide range of sports. He's a big boxing head like myself as well, man. So definitely real good content over there. Shout out to our dog Miles, man. Price Precision Painting, man. Atlanta-based paint and drywall restoration. But I keep telling y'all, he's based out of Atlanta. It's 2024. So don't play yourself, man. Plane, train, automobile, my dog can get to you, man. So do business, tap in and do good business, man. Do good business, speak for itself. Man, Chop, help me out, man. Come on, man. Help me out.
We gotta get some shout outs to Stink Prince, man. Stink Prince.
For
they
sure.
Do their thing. They create the shirts, man. Of course, y'all know y'all probably seen the shirts that I made. I wore a couple times. They also made a few different shirts. Man, you got somebody that's got a birthday coming up. You know what I'm saying? You got any of those different instances, man. They'll get your shirt spicy, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Stink Prince. You said no blogs, no glory. You said No Vultures, the podcast. You said Prospecting, Precision Painting. We did the Day One Gang, Jarrell, wifey, sis, moms, aunties.
Oh yeah, the fam bam for sure.
Holding us down. All of them for holding us in. All the regulars that was in here, man. Talking with us each and every day. You know what I'm saying? All our Day One partners too. The Times, the Miles, the Scoops, the Coops. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I doubt, man. Jeff, man, player from the Himalaya. Can't forget you, big dog.
Absolutely, man. And I ain't know if you want to get into naming people, man. My bad. I probably jumped.
No, come on with it. No, hey, man, come on with it, man.
We got Nick, we got Ike, man. We got
yes,
Scott back from the very beginning, man. He still gets in there and sets it up.
Hey, ZB, man. You know what I'm saying? Our favorite co-worker, Zach the Mac, man. ZB for sure.
Yes, sir. ZB and that mug. Juice be coming through in his mug.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Chatting it up with us. Man, it's so
man. I'm telling you, man.
Sierra's sister been coming up in here. Man, we could go all day with these.
Oh man, I know, man.
Go all day, man. Cuzzo Jeff in the building. William White in the building. Kevin Wilkins in the building. Skinny in the building, man.
Shout out man, hey, come on, hold on, man. How we gonna forget Real Deal STL Sports, man? Real Deal STL Sports, man, holding us down the long way, man. Appreciate you, man. That's our dog Jeff and our dog Kevin Wilkinson for sure, man. Tap in with them boys as well, man. They and matter of fact, if especially high school football fans. In Missouri, specifically the St. Louis kind of metro area, man, these are the guys you need to be talking to, man. That's Real Deal STL Sports, man. When high school, if you're a fan of high school football, specifically to that STL, that St. Louis metro area, these boys got it all, man. They do like a weekly statewide ranking poll, man. They get into it, and then they also heavy into the high school basketball scene there as well, man. So make sure you tap in with my dogs, man. That's Real Deal STL Sports, man. Tap in with those guys for sure.
Absolutely,
yeah, man.
And it's a plethora of others, man. So many other people that's done showed us, you know what I'm saying, love throughout.
Man, hey, Hefe El Nino in the Facebook right now, man.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Hefe.
Absolutely, man. But like I said, like we said, man, so many people that's been heavily involved. So many people that giving us our shout out. Giving us our appreciation. You know what I'm saying? And encouraging us, man, to keep it going, to do what we do. And that they really supported and enjoyed us each and every Wednesday nights at 7:00 and Sundays and Wednesdays during the season. So we just appreciate each and every one of y'all, man, showing us y'all love. Being there for us, helping us out. You know what I'm saying? And just respecting what it was and just being a part of it, man. This is a community thing, and a part of what me and Willie Jack really love to do was not only speak back and forth with each other, but also talk to you guys. You guys make a lot of the show, when we pay attention to the things that you guys liked and really love to do. And hey, that's something that we loved about it too, man. So we really appreciate that from each and every one of y'all, man, for tapping in. Mike Baker, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man, Mike Baker, my Steelers brother, man. Josh Nichols as well, my
Steelers
brother.
Man. You know what I'm
Ryan
saying?
Shaq as well, man, with No Votes to the Podcast, man. My dog,
Shaq
man,
from back in the day. Shaq was in his Mud Rams fan from when we first got started, man.
I'm in the group just scrolling down now, man, looking for names, man, before it's too late, man. Hey, y'all know it's our love, man. I'm trying to find
Black, man. We can't forget Black, man. We gotta get Black in the video.
Hey, can't forget Black, man. Shout out to Kendall Gilliard for sure, man. Can't forget you, man. I think you already shouted out Ike Turner, man. Ike T, our resident Chargers fan, boy. I tell you what, he gonna live it down that hill, boy. He gonna live it down that hill for sure, man. Oh man, Chop, man, you got anything or anybody else, man, before we go ahead and send it on home?
You know what? A special shout out to my wife. I want to give a special shout out to her for not only holding down the family, but also helping us with the logo, man. Putting the Let the Film Speak logo together from jump. So it's helping us out with that. Special shout out to Skinny for putting the music together. Well, not the music, but putting the
flyer.
The flyer with me and Willie Jack on it together, with our jerseys, repping our teams. Shout out to anybody else who's helped us throughout the process, I put together, little short snippets, gave us different ideas, just throughout the process, all man. So definitely give us shout outs there. You got any other special ones, Willie Jack?
Man, no, I think just like you said, man, like man, definitely all the members, man. Y'all know it's love, man. But I do want to give a special shout out, man, to my family, man. The fam band, they definitely hold us down, man. Strong, man. My mom's in here catching every episode. She normally either the first or second comment in the door most times. Man, my sister, man, been rocking with us heavy, man. Man, it just the whole family, my auntie, you know what I mean? So the fam band really definitely held me down, man. You know what I'm saying? So definitely appreciate that. And then, man, I'd be remiss, you know what I'm saying, if I did, man. Gotta give a special shout out to my dog, my partner, my brother, my confidant, you know what I'm saying? All of that, man. That's my dog Chop, man. You know what I'm saying? My dog Chop. What y'all don't know is, man, Chop is really the glue, man. He does so much of the heavy lifting, man, that help keep this show or bring this show and put this thing together, make it tangible and make it real for us and for y'all. You know what I'm saying? He does, like I said, so much of the heavy lifting, man. I get to show up and just try to be funny. You know what I'm saying? And Chop, man, does excellent work with the clips that we see. Man, networking, and his wife, like I said, his wife made the background that's on my screen right now. His partner, Skinny, you know what I'm saying? That his partners become my partners, but you know what I'm saying? His partner, Skinny, man, putting together that flyer. He had another partner that does music that you know what I'm saying, that got that B-Force for the intro. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, the keeping the structure of the show, keeping the show moving. Because y'all know me, man. I sit here and talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I sit here and talk. You know what I mean? And so, you know what I'm saying, making sure I don't get too bogged down or get too off the rails. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I slide a little bit, but Chop always pull me back on the road, man. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, definitely, man. Cannot thank you enough, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Man, loved our time together for sure. And well, and that sounds ominous. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we going away, but nah, man, definitely, man. This was a great time. A special almost 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it took so much time and work behind the scenes, and you know what I'm saying? Like, time spent with each other, time spent with the members that aren't spent with our families. You know what I'm saying? We got a wife and kids. I got my lady. You know what I'm saying? So time that time away that takes away from other things, man, to try to show up and give y'all the best us every chance we get. Shout out to Day One Games. Hey, Willie Long,
Willie
man.
Long, I forgot that
Hey,
name.
Willie Long, man. Hey, at it again, man. And so, man, but just like he said, man, another thing too, man. Look at these, man. Appreciate these shout outs, man. No balls, no glory, man. Shout out to BPD Knows, the first lady. You know what I'm saying? All the gang over there. Iron Shop is iron. We all one family to push each other to greatness. Hey, much love. Appreciate that, wifey and sister of the show. Great job, fellas. You know what I'm saying? You know we appreciate it. Love all y'all. Hey, they wasn't good. They wasn't gonna make. Hey, Thugs cry. Jarrell, go ahead, drop one, man. Thugs cry, man. I ain't gonna tell
It's all
nobody else.
good, bro. It's all good, bro. But ditto, bro. Same to you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate each and every thing that you brought to the table for this show, man. And it was equal, man. I know you said I was the one that kind of do a lot of the heavy lifting, but man, it was equal, man. You brought just as much, in my opinion, especially when it came to just your knowledge, the vocabulary, you know what I'm saying, the character, the personality, you know what I'm saying. A lot of that is what you added to the show, man. So even though some of the things I would do, man, you would pick up, you know what I'm saying, when we got in here. And I told you from jump, man, I think we was about a couple weeks in, I said, hey, Willie J, bro, you cold when it comes to this analysis, man, and the angles that you come from and the way that you dissect the game. And I think that was part of what made the show so great is the fact that, yeah, I can look at it from a broader view, but we need those details. We need somebody who can actually dive in and look at it from a deeper perspective to give both sides of that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that kind of helped us tackle as many people as we were able to tackle and give just different perspectives on a lot of different things, man. So, so with you being able to do that and just your overall knowledge of just from the X's and O's to the front, to the coaching staff, to the front office, to the whole draft process, to a lot of those intricate details that kind of helped me out and with my understanding and holding the show. You know what I'm saying? Holding the show. The days that I missed, the days I couldn't be there, Willie Jack was holding it down by himself. You know what I'm saying? Through sickness, through health. You know what I'm saying? He put his best foot forward, man, and the guy was rolling, man. So I appreciate you just as much, Willie Jack. I know where it ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm still probably gonna call you and talk
about for sure, you're right.
How Brock Purdy, you know what I'm saying, ain't as good as y'all think he is. But it don't matter. I keep telling you I'm gonna lead y'all to the water. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? But in all serious, man, I really do. As you see it, man. Ditto, same for the same to you, man. I appreciate you, brother. And it ain't gonna stop here for us. You know that, man. And until the next time, we all get together and you know how we get down. But
for sure,
I'm definitely gonna give you a call and talk some trash to you. You know how that go.
Already, and you know that. And you know what, man? I guess without further ado, it's only right. Now, I know we said a lot of names, man. We already did all those shout outs. So one last time, man, everybody get ready. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get ready. We can say it with me at home because we're going to say.
Absolutely.
If we forgot to say your name, damn.
My bad.
Our bad. But charge to our head. Do not charge to our heart. We think about y'all, man. We appreciate all the love and support as always, man. We close the show with that every time. Every show or just about every show, man, unless I got long with it and forgot, man. But we really made it an emphasis to make sure we try to close the show with that because it was real. Because it is real. We really do appreciate all the love and support. Like I said, man, this thing was as fun as it was because of you guys' interaction, you guys being in the chat, you guys being in the group, in our community. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody sharing ideas and sharing opinions and having, you know what I'm saying, thoughtful, spirited, you know what I'm saying, fanatical debates, man, because at the end of the day, we all fans, we all here for the same reason, man, to have fun, talking and debating football, man, with other like-minded fans who like and love the game just like we do. So we can never understate that. Definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys. Like I said, man, I know we keep saying that over and over. That's never going to change. And I think other than that, man, I think that's probably about it, man. We came, we saw, and we conquered, damn it.
That's right.
Hey, and then I guess we catch y'all on the flip side, man. Y'all stay active in that community for sure, man. Chop, you got one more for him?
Hey, man, that's all it. I think you summed it on up, man. All I can say is
peace. Let's go.